Yes, weeds. What up, Wheatfield? We are coming in to bring a message. I believe it's going to be quick. I don't know. I can't say for sure, beloved, because we're not the ones that's bringing it. We're just going to channel it. Spirit is going to say what they need to say, and then we're going to be out, beloved. So we're getting, there's something in here. All right. Let's get it. Offend no one, yet speak the truth. Be clear and kind with your words, never harsh. So, somebody is being called to speak, offend no one, and yet speak the truth. And we can do that possibly by being clear and being kind with our words, refraining from being harsh. Yeah. All things are going to pass away, so there's no reason to fight about it, Ashe. That's what I'm picking up. Thank you so much for tapping in, beloved. Spirit said, offend no one and yet speak the truth. Be clear and kind with your words, never harsh. So somebody may be called to speak about something, and you may be concerned about offending people, or maybe Spirit is giving you a warning about being offensive. Like, you can speak the truth, you can be clear, but you can be kind. Like, you don't have to be harsh. That's what it's giving me. Like, you don't have to be harsh when you speak your truth. So we are going to jump into this live. We're going to pin the comment. Thank you so much for tapping in, beloved. Right? Miss Monica, thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. I'm getting somebody's ancestor coming through. I know ours was, right? Like, we have an uncle and he's coming through. Like, he used to wear Kangos, and today we bought two. Right, so it's like his energy is coming through and he's so funny. Hey Cherie, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate y'all. It's giving, we were picking up the energy of like a starseed, basically. Like, you have a job to do. It's something that you're supposed to be doing. It could be speaking some sort of truth. You may be getting ready to have a conversation with a person. And it's like, you don't have to be harsh, which could offend somebody. You can speak your truth and be unapologetic, right? Unapologetically you. But you don't have to be harsh. You can be kind, right? It's giving somebody is really going through a sense of activation. Look, and they split this again. We split on this deck, and this gave us hidden message. So it's definitely a hidden message here, because we just split on the same card, beloved. Hidden message. Yeah. Offend no one, yet speak the truth. Be clear and kind with your words, never harsh. That's what's coming through. So you will know what that means. It's giving enlightenment. It's giving light body with the Merkaba. Light languages. You can speak to the light in a person. You can tell the truth, and it doesn't have to be offensive. It can be clear, concise, but kind. It's like reframing from being harsh. Positive reframe type of energy is what it's giving. Yes, positive reframe. And my uncle that was coming through, he was one of the people, like, he didn't give a shit how he said it to me. And we had that conversation like over dinner, like a lunch, late lunch, dinner type of energy. I've been craving pancakes, so we finally went and got pancakes, and I'm full, so I'm pretty sure I won't be eating much of anything else for the rest of the day. Maybe a light snack, but that's it. But over that meal, me and Blessing were talking, and we were talking about somebody who's very, very harsh with their words. Like, they pretty much offend everybody. I mean, like, they just offensive in general. And we were talking about projection. Like, this person is like so mean spirited, very mean spirited, and wonder why they have a hard time. You're like in relationships. They don't understand how they are speaking to people, how it could be degrading, and a very offensive. Projecting their own mindset and their thoughts on other people, and you can see it affect generations. Like, they're one of my elders, but you can see how it affect their children, how it affect their grandkids, and like how they're carrying like this mean streak throughout the lineage. It's like so disrespectful and off-putting and very distasteful. And it's just like, you can speak your truth, but you don't have to offend people. You don't have to be harsh. You don't have to be like intentionally malicious. You know what I mean? Like, she's very stereotypical in terms of like how they would betray or portray certain types of women. Hey Cynthia, thank you so much for tapping in. Look, you know how a person is. Like, they are, instead of uplifting you, they would downgrade you or degrade you. Like, instead of being inspirational and motivational, they would tear you down. You know what I mean? Like a kid, you talking to a child, and it's like their favorite phrase was like, "You stupid, you just so stupid." You know what I mean? It's like, who the fuck tells that shit to kids like constantly? And we grew up with that, so that was something we had to combat. Like, constantly being told you're dumb by a particular person, right? If you didn't do something right, you made a mistake. You know what I mean? It's like you would get berated. I was telling Blessing that this person, one of their husbands, she was so emasculating to this person. I don't see how they stayed married. I just don't. As soon as he walk in a room, he could be standing in a doorway and be like, "What the fuck you want? Ain't nobody talking to you. The fuck out of here." You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine being married to a person that speaks to you like that, like all the fucking time? So, and they still like that to this day. Very, very mean spirited, very hurtful, right? Yeah, it's just very off-putting, very distasteful. And spirit is like, you can speak your truth, but you don't have to be offensive. You can be clear, but you can also be kind. Yeah. No peace in the home. When I say no peace, no peace. What? Huh? And then we'll always say like a peace of mind is priceless. How? When you were like the main person that's keeping up all the fucking ruckus and you passing that shit down. Like, can you imagine you like your kids and like how they would feel if you were so, hey Veronica, thank you so much. Like, you were always like beating them down with your words, like talking down to them. Never like, like, she was one of the women that'd be like, when you get your shit, get everything in your name, because if a motherfucker act up, you can just kick their ass out. And she would do that shit. Like, her and my uncle together, like, he helped her build up some things, right? Like, and then she would do the same thing and kick him out, and he's got nothing. You know what I mean? Like, a very mean-spirited type of person. Yeah. Cosmic heart is coming through. Devotion. Potency. Make your life a moving prayer. This card came out earlier today. Yeah. The weight of the world. Boundaries. That came out also. You're not alone. It came out also. And trust the timing. Time is not running out, so that's new. But it's given like, when I see that isolation and community, it's even like the fact that you are surrounded by so many spiritual beings, like you have so much spiritual help, right? And they could be coming to relieve some of this weight off of your shoulders to show you how to do things a better way to even garner more support. I'm not saying that you're the type of person that would berate other people in a way that, I experienced it in my family with this particular person specifically. But it's like, you can be truthful and say what you need to say, but you don't need to be offensive and you don't need to be emasculating at the end of the day. You don't have to be harsh. And I'm reminded of that card that said influence, right? Like an influencer, to influence people to come to see your point of view or your perspective or do something different. But it's not like by berating them and belittling and emasculating, trying to rip somebody apart, so that it's almost like we literally felt like we were being hazed all the time. Like, damn, like, can you get a break? Like, no. Yeah, like, not the hostess with the fucking mostest. Okay, we can tell you that shit. It was real, like, what? Whether your space is physical or digital, you could do a lot of fulfillment in being a host, right? It's all about, how do you host people? Like, take care of them. Like, yeah, when I think about host or hostess, I'm thinking that about somebody that is caring about taking care of your needs and making sure that you're okay, that you are having a good time, that you feel safe, that you feel comfortable, like that type of energy. And definitely, look, reckless is here. This whole deck is in reverse. Apology is here. No, it's not, because here's dream job in reverse. Right? So yeah, counselor is in the upright. Somebody probably need to have a damn counselor. They might need you. Look, you could be a counselor. You could be telling somebody about themselves and speak truth to them, but you don't have to be offensive even when you do it. You could be giving them the whole hard, cold truth. I don't know why they don't like cold. It's almost like warming it up, but I don't feel like sugarcoating it. I feel like it's going to be clear and truthful, but you don't have to be harsh and offensive or belittling to do it. That's what I'm getting. So be careful. Divine feminine energy, still picking that up, where you may need to tell somebody something about your experience with them, or as we would say, about they self, right? Put up the mirror, but you don't have to be offensive when you do it. Great news, I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you. You're acting like a shitty ass person. No, I'm just playing. That's not it. A teacher is coming through. I'm here in the spirit say I'm gonna teach you how to say it. Like you can deliver it in a way where you telling a person about themselves and they take it like it's good news, like some shit like that. Now that is a talent. That is a talent. In the future is coming through. Hey, Jason. Thank you so much for tapping in. Look, what you say, sis. Veronica says you need boundaries. With Amber during readings. You're not into shaming kids. Yeah, boundaries, interpersonal. Yes. See, future. I'm thinking ahead and wondering what our relationship will be like in the future. Yes, you may be reconnecting with somebody, but it's definitely some obligations here. Reconnection, hidden message, speak your truth, be clear and kind. You don't need to be harsh. Yeah, so if you are reconnecting with somebody else or somebody wants to reach out to you, right? It's like being a host, hosting this person. They're coming in, making them comfortable, or somebody could be praying for a meeting with you. You could be praying to reconnect with somebody, right? And it's definitely going to be a conversation coming together, talking, but you could tell this person again the warm, clear truth, right? Where it's got some sort of endearment to it, some empathy, compassion, right? But it's also very, being very unapologetic about what you have to say. So take it how it resonates. You're gonna be talking to somebody, reconnecting with someone, and there's a lot that needs to be said. Brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea into fruition. Is to speak your truth about something. Yeah. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. You have help. A teacher, somebody to help you from the spirit to share this communication and wrap it in a way of like great news. Like where it's coming off as positive, warm, like you're not berating, you're not belittling, right? But you are able to say what needs to be said in a way that helps them and helps you. That's what it's giving. Relieves you, helps them too. Yeah. Longing for home, an original light worker. That came up. You're definitely a divine feminine energy, an original light worker is what it's given. Like a manifester. And you're manifesting an opportunity to speak some sort of truth. Yeah, your vibration is rising. You're an oracle. So you see people in a way that they don't see themselves. You see the situations in ways that people don't see it. You see the deeper meaning. You can see behind the veil. And it's also like being able to speak it, to say what you see and not be offensive. Something. It's something about healing, healing voice, something about healing, healing, and I'm seeing the spirit. So you have the ability to help somebody heal the spirit. And it's about how you speak it. Like you can be clear and truthful, but you don't, not never to be harsh or offensive. Hangman, hangman, see spiritual healing with words, secrets, the things that you can see because you're an enlightened oracle. You can help people see things differently. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Which one? Ah, see? Help them close the door. Move into a different cycle. Move beyond certain cycles. Complete a cycle. Yeah. You're helping people complete a cycle. Like people who could be stuck and it came right back out because they said what they said and they meant it. You being able to help move people through cycles and phases of life when they get stuck. You can help them see the truth. You're an oracle, so you see what they don't see. You're a light worker. So again, you can speak to the light within, Merkaba, light languages. You speak to their light. And you do it in a way that's positive and uplifting and motivating, not belittling, not harsh, not diminishing or dismissive. It ain't that you stupid type of energy. What you doing? You fucking up. You know, that type of shit. No, it's like you know how to love somebody up. You know how to speak them up. And you can do it speaking the truth, right? You want this too? Yeah, look, strength. Look, to overcome their toxic. And they're not saying toxic. They're saying devil energy. Somebody is devilish. It is. It could be, those attachments. Like dark entities that we are attached to, because you understand that we deal with the principle that is not the person, right? You can speak to a bad habit, you can speak to a trait or a characteristic that they need to develop, that they need to strengthen, that they need to either release, you know what I mean? But you don't speak to the person and berate them, the individual. You speak to the principle. And therefore you have the strength to overcome that principle, that entity. Oh wow, Jason. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah. Hermit is coming out in the reverse. I'm hearing somebody not seeing within. Yeah, like they are unable to see within. So maybe your strength helps them to deal with this toxic energy, or this person is just dealing with a strong ass fucking devil energy, like very, very demonic, like demon time is what it's giving. This one. This, thank you. Yeah, I can't make it up. Demon energy. Demon. Okay? Demon energy. Y'all see them go in here and pick out the card they don't. Spirit said what they said. Demon slayer energy out here and helping people understand to see their own demons, what they're attached to, and do it in a way that's loving and kind, that's clear, unapologetic. Like you don't have to be harsh and berate the person because they have certain type of attachments. You speak to the attachment and you help them, get to a point where they can break out the cycle, recognize it, or whatever. Even if they do or if they don't, sometimes you're just called to speak the truth about it. Yeah, look, expose it, to say something. And you can expose these demonic energies, right, and what they're doing, but you don't have to berate the person because they're the ones that's being puppeteered, right? They're being puppeted by something else. Like overcome or overtaken with this fucking energy. Like people who battle with their anger and they go into that rage, they get overtaken by the spirit of anger, right? And I feel like a sense of malice where it's like they just say shit and start spouting shit and doing shit and they completely lost control of themselves in all of their senses. Like some people check out, black out, like they don't understand what they have done or what they said and the consequences of it until it's way too late, beloved. Like it's way too late. Jason, if a person is being inconsistent with you, I'm gonna tell you no. I mean, and I don't even have to tap into the spirit to say that. The spirit will tell you that you need to go into yourself and find out why are you dealing with a person that's inconsistent. We're getting a magician. I do feel this divine feminine coming through, right? Empress energy. There's something behind her, the star. And we see the lovers, right? So it definitely could be a partnership or connections to people or just head over heart decisions, right? Yeah, something with the Empress to the star combination is coming through. Definitely somebody that could speak to lights, other lights that are around you. And it's definitely other energies, Merkaba, like you're starting to see their attachments. You're an oracle, you can see it. Yeah. So Jason, I'm not sure if you're still here, beloved, but if you hang out, you are an active participant. We do active subscriber readings on Saturdays. So come back through, just hang out and see if the messages resonate with you. If we are in alignment, I can definitely give you a reading on that situation. If you subscribe to Aya's Inspired Tarot and get there early around 6, then yeah, timing is a thing because her list fills up quick and she definitely can help you out with your question as well. See, the Wheel of Fortune and timing, great news. It could be timing to either get some destiny karma coming through, not karma or positive karma, but it's giving like divine timing and great news coming in. Trust the timing. It's here. It's definitely timing. And sometimes we have to think about how we time conversations, right? Sometimes it's just not the best time in the moment to say something to a person. It's like being able to read the room and read the energy. Like, now is not the time to discuss that particular thing. And then it'd be like, oh, this is the perfect time, divine timing to speak on this particular thing. And you can do it in a way, again, that brings forth that kindness. Yeah, yes. Yes, sis, your list fills up so fast, especially the Sunday. Like, people are waiting for her to click the live button so that they can get in the room and get on the list. She's extremely good, and she's based on healing, beloved. So she gonna tell you the real. Yeah, cycle. The world card, both of them coming out. I'm getting... They're telling me doorways and portals. It's giving like being able to see how you can move yourself forward. Like you could be talking to people to help them break their cycles and move themselves forward. Even those who are connected to toxic energies like this, like demon type of energies, and they may not be able to see them for what they are. Or that they have these attachments. Yeah, 444. Yes, look. Standing in your authority, or this could be an individual, a masculine, like how I was getting like my auntie. When I say she was mean and nasty, like that man could not even enter into a room without her going off. Like his breathing just bothered her. I always wondered, like, why the fuck is y'all married? You cannot stand this man. Like, and it's clear. And the disrespect was so real. I used to feel bad for him. Like, damn. How the fuck do you stay married to a person that's just so fucking mean to you like that? But they did. He stayed with her until the end. Yeah, look what's turned up. Look what's turned up. It's the other emperor. Yeah. And she was with my uncle and she started doing the same thing, but the only difference is he had a different disposition. He wasn't gonna sit there and just let her talk to him the way that she did the other one. Yeah, truth, facts, right? You can say the truth. It's all about how you say it. Nobody wants to be disrespected and dismissed and diminished and belittled and berated. Some people you might be able to get to take that shit, but then some people not. The first time they see it and they discover that's what you want, they'll be the fuck out. And some people, it take them longer to break away from it. And some people feel so broken in the inside or self-worth or some shit that they never leave and they stay in it. And it just always made me feel a kind of way, like about what does that do to his spirit, like as a person, his heart. that has to be hurtful. Yeah. But here's another person though. So if you are counseling an individual, maybe a masculine, on being in contact with somebody that is just completely berating them, is giving like the ability to see and to speak the truth and speak to the principle without downplaying and berating the person or their experience or why they are connected to this person. It's like being able to break the cycle, to see it, to break it, to change it. And it's all about timing and when you are able to have the conversation, when the person is ready to hear it, to receive it. And it does change their trajectory for the future. I don't know if you and this person, like, it doesn't necessarily feel romantic. It feels like somebody that you would be like, yo, like, what is this? Why are you connected to this person? Can you not see what they are doing to you? Like, look at their past track record. What did they do to other people? That's why it's like, if you hear how a person treated their last person, you'll be like, no, I'm not signing up to sit in this person's shoes. Like, why? It gives me like that same energy, and y'all can take it how you want to, how it resonate. But we gonna say the truth because it is what it is. Like a feminine that would be with a person that's married. You know you the side chick. Then you gonna get upset about being the side chick. You put yourself in that position. That says something about your worthiness. If you are willing to sit on the side and then you listen to this person talk shit about the person that they're with, to me that says something about them and their manhood and their ability to stand in their authority and their truth, to handle the situation with dignity and integrity and morality. You are committed to a person. You took vows for better or for worse till death do you part. If you feel like you can't uphold that, then leave the marriage. Don't stay in it and turn toxic. You're allowing that situation to change you, to change your heart, to change your disposition, to change your morality, your integrity, how you make your decisions. And then you want to sit on the side with a person who's doing that and then think that y'all gonna get together and he gonna have some act right? You know he's gonna meet you with the same morality. And he's not gonna have no fucking respect for you because you would allow him to do that. It's some weird ass shit. Look, lose your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addictions, letting God in. The hermit is in reverse. Somebody is closed off to the Most High. It's given like their spirit is cold. They are completely attached and taking over, almost feeling like possession of something dark. Again, it feels like the energy of something. I don't know what happened. It's just like something comes over me and I just lose it and I don't even remember what I said. Completely out of control and detached from reality. Like it's like this that they could lose it. And it's definitely toxic coping mechanisms. Not allowing the spirit to come in and even work on them. It's giving like being very closed and very cold. But it's a conversation that's going to happen. I don't know if it's to this person or if it's to another individual that's dealing with a toxic person and helping them to see. You being this oracle, you can see what they don't see. Because it could be something in this emperor that, you know, from childhood or whatever modeling that is allowing them to sit in this space with a person that would treat them like that. It's definitely healing. They need to be healed in the spirit. Their spiritual health is like, I'm hearing like demise. You know what I mean? I'm seeing the word demise, like spiritual demise. They definitely need deep, strong spiritual upliftment so that they can see themselves in what they are attached to, beloved. Wow. You said self-accountability, your own participation in your own ish. That's right. That's right. But see, they may not even understand how they are participating. They may be done told like you just stay and sit through it, right? It's something with that. Like to stay and take it. It could be connection to family, children. It could be just a family unit. I don't know. Sometimes when you deal with fucking crazy ass people, they say that sex is crazy. They could just be, you know what I'm saying, hooked. I don't know. Yeah, conqueror is here though. They definitely need to conquer this situation because they caught up in a web. They caught up in a sticky situation for real. And you could be the person to help them realize like what they're going through, to see it differently. I don't know why I'm seeing through your eyes. And I don't know why I'm hearing the word for you. We see built for this. Look, trust the process. Trust the timing and trust the process. Come on, Emperor, divine masculine energy, standing in your authority, right? Coming away from this person that's just either drink. I'm hearing drinking a Kool-Aid. It's somebody drinking a fucking Kool-Aid, and I'm hearing a Kool-Aid that they made. They mix this shit up they damn self, and they drinking it and they believe it. See, I told you they believe it. They believe in whatever the fuck they mixed up. They believe it. Yeah, look, divine timing is coming through again. Trust the timing. It's definitely something with divine timing. Wow, triumph. Like they're gonna win in the end. They're gonna be able to rise above the situation, use the winds of the storm to carry them to safety, to their next landing, into their next cycle, the land of milk and honey, to get into their own overflow. But it's like being able to help them to see something or to know what they just don't know. It's giving awakening. It's giving enlightenment to see, you know, what the fuck they're attached to. Why are they attached to it? Yeah, rings. See, it's giving like a partnership. It's feeling like marriage. Like married to somebody that's just a fucking devil. It's like being married to a demon. That scenario is coming to my mind so clearly. And I could see it, and I would just be looking at, like, I would feel embarrassed for him. Like, I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to sit in his skin. Well, yes, I can. I know it because I've been through a similar situation. I didn't stay in it because I could recognize what it was. When a person starts to belittle you and berate you and diminish you and almost like, you know, suppress you, oppress you, where you cannot be yourself. You can't even speak, like your presence, like they make you feel unwelcome at every turn. Like the man could not even walk in the room without getting cussed out. And to this day, she would talk about how horrible of a wife she was to him. But in another relationship, she turned around and started doing the same thing. Why? Because she doesn't understand that it's an attachment, that it's an entity attachment there. Like you get so upset when you just fucking blank out and you don't see or hear what you're doing or what you're saying as if it has no consequence. It does. And the things, the words that come out of our mouth matter. And when you say it, you can't unsay it. It's said, beloved. It's out there. And you can't manage how another person takes what you said. They heard it. They received your message. So be careful how you speak. Offend no one, yet speak the truth. Be clear with kind. Be clear with and kind with your words. So be clear with your words and be kind. You don't need to be harsh to get out the message. Because unfortunately, there is a hidden message. I can hear what the fuck you didn't say. I can hear what you were really fucking saying. You know what I mean? Like that's what comes out. You really saying that you have no respect for a person. You really saying that you don't give a fuck about my feelings. You really saying that I'm not welcome, right? And a person in this scenario has gotten so many of those messages that it affects their ability to be able to see and how to connect with the person or even reconnect to themselves. They need spiritual healing. It's like speaking to a person so harshly where they break down your spirit. It's like trying to break somebody's spirit. That's exactly what this is. This is somebody talking to somebody in such a way that is designed to break them down, to break their spirit. And it's nothing sadder to me as a woman to see a man going through a situation with a woman that's intentionally trying to break their spirit. That shit bothers me. It rips my heart apart, we. And if I see so many good men that's attached to demonic ass women who do nothing but break them and try to break their fucking spirit. And then it's like it's something with, I don't know if it's like the counteracting of light. Like some of these men have such a strong light that they attract these demonic women, just like some of these women have such a strong light, that divine feminine energy, right? And they attract demons that want to break the light. Not only do they want to feed off of it, empower themselves, enrich themselves because of it, but then they want to break it, they want to smash it, they want to unalive it. Like, why? It's the spirit, it's the entity that's attached to these people. That's a fucking demonic energy. When you get with a person and you know that they are lighthearted, they're joyful, they are joyous and joyful and happy, and you know all of this energy that's coming off of them, they attach to you because they don't have it, they don't feel it, they're overcome with these negative spirits, and when they get with you, they want to siphon it out and profit from it, but then they also want to stomp it out. Like they can't fucking stand it. How does a person just walking in a room breathing bother you that much where you can make them feel so unloved and so unwelcome? And then what's going on with you internally to stay in that space? And that's where I'm getting your energy comes into play. So you may have been separated from this person because of who they were connected to. But I'm getting a reconnection here. Somebody could even be praying to reconnect with you to help heal their spirit. You could be, again, you're this oracle, this light worker, this divine feminine energy that has the ability to heal. And I don't know what conversation or what interaction that made you and this person separate, like going their separate ways. It's like you can't stand to see a person that you care about in an abusive situation, especially if they are not ready to come out of it, right? It's sometimes it's difficult to stay and support them. There's a severing or a reconnection. It's like I can't sit here and watch you go through this. There's nothing that I can do about it, right? And it hurts me to watch you to be being hurt. And sometimes people will move away. And there's no shade, right? It happens. But when this person gets ready and the timing is right for you guys to reconnect, so that you can help them see it, you can help them break the cycle, you can help them come out of it. They can start to learn how to go within and heal themselves, heal their spirit, to rise above it. Remind them that they are this conqueror, emperor, conqueror, right? To trust the process. That the Most High, the Grand Magician, is with them. That they can turn this energy, their enemy, into a footstool, beloved. Into a footstool. It's like to help them see it in a way that's like, okay, you went through that and you survived it, you conquered it, so you're all the better for it. And allow the Most High God, the Grand Magician, to turn this into a footstool and you step up on it. That's why it's a footstool. You step up on it, right? But now that you're on that footstool, guess what? The Most High God is going to be building up another one. So you're going to run into similar entities and demons again, and it's going to be the ability to be able to handle it, to process it, to triumph over even that. Because you could use the storm, the eagle, like you learn how to spread your wings that you could fly, beloved. That's what I'm getting. As we continue to step up, step up, step up, step up, step up, you need steps. How do you get the steps? Right? The steps are your footstools, a series of them. And the Most High God uses your enemy to become your footstool. You step up on that so that you can keep climbing, you can keep growing. So it's all about how you can use your words to speak the truth to a person in such a way where you are clear, you're concise, you're kind, and it helps them to see it in a different way. Oh shit, I never thought about it like that. Yeah, yeah. You poured all of this into this in this relationship, it crumbled down, or you're coming out of it, you're seeing it differently. Allow it to be your footstool. Right? Like the next time it happens, that's another footstool that's being developed. You're ascending, you're growing. Trust the process. You can get through it. Anything that's in front of you, you can handle it. You can fly over it. You can overcome it. You are already an overcomer. You were born a conqueror. Yeah, the Most High God gives its toughest assignments to its toughest warriors. So the tougher the demon, the tougher the adversary, the more that it's doing to sharpen you, beloved, because iron sharpens iron. The bigger your destiny, the bigger your footstool is. It's all about the process of becoming. That's what the spirit said. Anything else? No, that's it. Yeah, somebody dealing with a demon that has no idea what it means to go inside, beloved. When I say a strong adversary, prideful, that's what it's given. But it's definitely, they have definitely a demonic attachment. It could be their mindset, the way that they were groomed, is definitely attached to something. And it's giving me like that thing, like they just lose it. They lose their mind, right? Like their grip on fucking reality. They just go off on a fucking tangent and they start doing shit and saying shit and they don't realize the consequences of it. Or like maybe people in the past just haven't given them no consequences. Truth. Right? They maybe never really had to face any consequences for themselves or the things that they do. And other people around them may even support them in the bullshit that they're doing. Like, if you grew up with a fucking person that does this, like, you may not necessarily have enough strength and courage to say something. Look, move forward, move away from it. Yeah, that's true. It's like sometimes people allow folks to do that. We teach people how to treat us. Like we're only treated as badly as we allow ourselves to be. So if a person never stands up and say, you know what, I don't like how you speak to me, it makes me feel a kind of way. I feel disrespected. I feel diminished, right? It's like, yeah, this person needs spiritual healing, deep spiritual healing. And it comes from somebody that has really, worked hard on breaking, self-care, right? A new home, like home insecurity. Like I said, she would literally tell that and teach that to her children, her daughters. Like, you get your place, you make sure everything is in your name, the rent, the mortgage, the lights, the gas, all the utilities. Because if this mofo start acting like what, he can get his shit and he got to go. Everything is in your name. But that means that everything is on you. And I'm not saying you're not supposed to be independent or interdependent, the ability to take care of yourself, right? Because counselor came out, I was feeling talking, and we see apology, that's in a challenge, and we see training, right? Because that was the counsel, right? It was actually to not be apologetic. They would actually brag about training their children up in this way. Look, to be vengeful, revengeful. You just take every fucking thing away. Greedy. Yeah, revengeful and greedy. You just take everything away. This person that has put in their time, their effort, their money, and she just take every fucking thing, beloved. Reconnection is here. So I don't know who that's gone through a situation like this. It's given that they could be wanting to reconnect to you because you're an oracle, a light worker, and you have this healing energy. And their spirit is definitely being broken. You may be hosting this person, right? You may host them. Like you may help them. You may, whether it's they need a couch to sleep on, whether they need some help for a moment, whether they just need, you know, a night, whether they need just some time, a good meal, a good conversation, you know, somebody to let them know that they are loved, they are cared for, and they're not out here on their own. See a great gathering, things coming together. Intuitive soul tribe. This is somebody that's in your soul tribe. And look, they might just need some comfort, a little bit of comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Some they need deep spiritual healing. Yeah, gift from God, and you could be a gift from the Most High. We angels bring you gifts from the Creator. Open your arms to receive. To receive this gift of comfort, and it could be coming through you. So be conscientious about a person that may reach out to you to reconnect. It could have been a while, and it definitely is given that they miss you being in their life. You may have disconnected because of whatever it is they were going through. It could be, you know, their wife, like them being in an abusive situation, like what was going on in their life. But now it's like the timing is right for them to be able to hear what you need to say to them, what the Spirit is telling you to message through them, through you to them, right? So that they can start the healing process. They can come out and to be able to do it with love and kindness. It is giving inspiration and motivation. We talked about emotional manipulation earlier today, and I was thinking about it how some influencers, like people, use the tactic of emotional manipulation, but it's not for like that low vibrational. It is to help you see something. It is to connect to you emotionally so that you can feel it. And when you feel it, it's like you are more, your energy is in motion. That's emotion, and it can cause you to change. It can make you take inspired actions for your own betterment, right? Because what you're in could be to your detriment. So I want to emotionally tap you. I want to pull on that emotional string that is corded to your true self so that you can express that, right? You can reconnect with you and do what is best for you. That's what I'm getting to. And the ability to be able to do that for people is huge. So we thank you. Thank you, Freya, for tapping in. Bobby, thank you so much for being here. Miss Monica, I appreciate you. Veronica, we're getting ready to come and see you. Cherie, thank you so much for tapping in, beloved. Jason, if you're still here, I appreciate you. Thank you. Cynthia, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody who is here and who has come around. I know it was a different message, but it's divinely timed, right, for the person that needs to hear it. See, the peace that cannot be bought, and we were talking about that divine masculine, right? Because that's what this is about. Know that you are divinely protected, right? Yeah, hidden message. Yeah. Traverse, traveling, moving forward, ascended master, you are to help this person come back to a sense of peace. Yeah, so that they can feel that same energy of being free. Yeah. Anything else? Nope. Whew, thank you. I don't know whose person came down to come and give us that message for you, but I know that the Most High God is going to get it to you. Our spirit just came through, and karma. Know the truth. Karma always comes back around, and she always know when that bill is due. Karma is a bitch, and that bitch don't miss. I'm just saying, like, for real, beloved. Don't ever get it twisted. People that treat people like that and just like ugly and look downright nasty demon time, like trying to break your spirit on intention. Oh, they gonna get they shit. They gonna get it. Don't even think about it. Oh, did I fail to mention? Oh shit. Did I fail to mention? You gonna hear about that shit. It's gonna come through the grapevine, beloved. It's coming through the grapevine. Ashe, ashe, ashe. You say I'm already on the list. Thank you. Hello from heaven. Hello from heaven. Transformation is here. Look, deep healing. Hello from heaven, beloved. Somebody's spirit team, their family, their cosmic ancestors, somebody they've been praying. Right? Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries. Feel their loving blessing. One of this blessing from heaven, from somebody's family member, is to answer your prayer, which is to get you away from this fucked up person that's trying to break your damn spirit. Healing, to heal. And I'm talking about on a deep and cellular level. And you're going to go to a priestess, somebody, because that's who she is. She's a priestess that can help you do it, to help you heal and transform, beloved. I love you just like I love me. I do, because that's my capacity. Can't love you any more than I love myself. And people who are nasty like that, you know they got an issue with self-love and self-care. Like, it's distorted, especially when they think that so highly of themselves over other people that they can put them down and berate them and try to break their spirit. Guess whose spirit ends up broken at the end, beloved? And somebody gonna hear about it. It's giving karma. Somebody gonna witness it and somebody gonna tell it. They gonna tell what they see and it's gonna get back to this person. You gotta hear about it. Grapevine energy. I love you just like I love the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending. What that called us to be, the infinite intelligence breathing. Somebody gonna get set the fuck down. I'm just getting it. It is. That's what it is. I can't even speak on nothing else because I don't want nothing to come into my lot. So we actually give any word that we may have spoken against self. Nope, we good. We good. All right. I love y'all. To the next now. We out. Ashe.